Good morning, colonies. I'm coming in from Charleston, South Carolina, where American troops were just defeated in an intense battle against the British. I'm here to interview significant people involved in the siege. We'll be right back with one of the generals to ask more questions about this incredible win for the British. I'm here with General Sir Henry Clinton, the British Commander-in-Chief. General, you fought an outstanding battle here in Charleston today. Could you maybe tell us more about what happened?
Yes, of course. When the war began, our troops fought primarily in the northern states so that we could cut off New England from the rest of the colonies. However, after we lost the Battle of Saratoga and the French joined the Americans, we wanted to focus more on the southern colonies. More loyalists are located in the south, and we could use our naval forces to our advantage. In December 1779, I left New York City with a fleet of 90 troopships, 14 warships, and about 13,500 soldiers and sailors. We met up with Lieutenant Colonel Mark Prevost and his troops at Savannah, Georgia, which we also captured. Together, we marched overland to Charleston, where outnumbered American troops were waiting.
Wow, seems like you were prepared for an intense battle.
We sure were. In early February of 1780, we arrived about 30 miles south of Charleston. My troops began approaching the city with help from naval vessels. Many previously enslaved people joined our army, as we would grant them freedom if they joined our troops. We continued surrounding Charleston in March.
You prepared well and put pressure on the American troops. When did you begin fighting?
Well, we surpassed American defenses at Fort Moultrie in late March. This allowed us to begin shelling Charleston from the harbor. We managed to completely surround Charleston by the beginning of April. My British troops began the siege and kept fighting for a month. General Benjamin Lincoln, the commander of the American troops, tried to surrender conditionally multiple times, but I refused to let his troops go. On May 8th, I sent a message to General Benjamin Lincoln telling him to surrender unconditionally. Yet he refused, so my troops increased our attacks by firing heated shots, creating many fires and destroying buildings. A few days later, the people of Charleston begged General Lincoln to surrender because of the harsh attacks.
Did he end up surrendering?
Yeah, he realized he couldn't do much, and on May 12, 1780, he surrendered. This battle is considered one of the greatest American losses because they were forced to surrender an entire army, including 5,266 troops, over 300 artillery pieces, over 5,000 muskets, and over 30,000 rounds of ammunition.
Wow, that's the greatest amount of troops ever surrendered during the Revolutionary War.
It was a massive win for our troops. I'm planning on returning back to New York and fighting George Washington and the Continental Army there.
Well, good luck to you and your troops. Stay tuned for a quick interview with General Benjamin Lincoln. I'm here with General Benjamin Lincoln, commander of the Continental Army. That was a tough defeat today, wasn't it?
It really was a terrible battle for our troops. We only had 6,500 men defending the city, making us largely outnumbered. Charleston is surrounded by water, making it easy for the British naval forces to attack. This was one of the greatest defeats during this war, but I'm determined to continue fighting for our freedom.
It's great that you're still optimistic despite your loss today. That's it for this story, and we'll be right back with new stories from around the colonies. I'm Nicole Kuschetz, and this is Revolutionary News.